Alright, Twitter. As you guys know, we have been kind of watching at the sidelines as Twitter sinks. As we were watching its fiery, blazing destruction, and I could not be happier to see this hell site basically collapse in on itself and take Elon Musk down with it. As well as, of course, a lot of popular conservative figures, because while right now it may seem like the right has taken a pretty big W, every time this happens, it always ends and, well, they just go too mask off, and they just get too big for their britches and it all collapses in on itself. It just tends to happen. And we've been watching it happen for a while now, and I feel like some of the best examples of this have to be Twitter's fact check debunking Elon Musk's tweets. Who, like, I don't know how this person hasn't been fired yet, but here's some examples. The fake emerald mine thing is so annoying. Sigh. Like, where exactly is this thing anyway? Readers added context they thought people might want to know. In 2014, in a 2014 phone interview with Ask Men, Musk said, "This is going to sound slightly crazy, but my father also had a share in an emerald mine in Zambia." Link. His father, Errol Musk, told Business Insider he purchased a 50% emerald share in a mine for $40K after selling a plane for $80K. That's a pretty good one. That's pretty good. Getting fact-checked by your own website and called out for lying is pretty good, because, you know, he told this story, so he's actively just lying and being called out on it by his own website. So whoever did that's definitely getting fired. We also got another one here. This one is amazing. My commitment to free speech extends even to not banning the account following my plane, even though that is a direct personal safety risk. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. The implied account in this tweet is Elon Jet, which is currently banned. Elon Jet used to use publicly available plane tracking data to follow with which airports Elon Musk's private jet flew to. And I absolutely love that they include used publicly available plane tracking data. Because to be clear, this was not an Elon Musk doxing account. This was literally public information. It's doxing in the same way that, like, saying where a celebrity is going to be doing an event is doxing when it's like the event itself is already publicly published, you know? How has he not fired these people? He probably has. Anyway, you've probably seen the rise, since Elon Musk took over, you've probably seen the rise in right-wing gimmick accounts. These are accounts that usually have a weird, bizarre name or general theme to them. They usually have a right-wing bent, and all of their posts are memes and clips and shit like that, usually propaganda. And these accounts have been blowing the fuck up. Libs of TikTok is of course, one of the most famous, but more are kind of popping up to sort of form around her, right? We're getting, like, Libs of TikTok clones, essentially. And one of them, does anybody have a link to Cat Turds? Like, does anyone have a list of Cat Turd tweets? For those of you guys that don't know, this is Cat Turd. One of the most, massive and quickly growing gimmick accounts on Twitter. And we got a lot to talk about this Cat Turd account. Oh boy. So, this is a pretty good example of the kind of stuff Cat Turd tweets. It genuinely is this stupid, and it is not ironic. They also have a tendency to refer to Elon Musk as Sir. Like, every day, Cat Turd will be like, "At Elon Musk, Sir, this tweet isn't getting as much engagement as it should. I'm looking, like, the views are so high, but there's so few likes. This seems wrong." And then Elon Musk will reply, "Looking into it." And then Cat Turd gets, like, a flood of, like, a shit ton new followers because he presses a button that pushes more engagement to this particular account. Many have, like, theorized this could be Elon Musk, but that seems pretty unlikely. What I will say is that this particular account has a pretty interesting backstory. Now, the reason why I want to introduce you to this Cat Turd account as, like, an intro to these right-wing gimmick accounts is because we have info about Cat Turd. We have some info about them. Here's a tweet, and it is called, it says, "His ass is not beating the fart fetish allegations." So these are tweets from Cat Turd that go back years. I think I'm going to buy a bunch of cows for the Cat Turd Ranch and feed them nothing but beans so they can fart 24/7 just to piss Democrats off. I'm going to buy a cow for the sole purpose of letting it fart all day to trigger the left. It's time to trend something ridiculous that makes no sense and has the word fart in it. Get this trending, sit back and read the comments and laugh. Ox fart stew. When I become CEO, I'm going to make Twitter fun again. I'm immediately changing the name to litter. Tweets will be called farts. Retweets will be called charts. DMs will be called talking shit. Blocking will be called bowel blockage. Muting will be called silent but deadly. And then, of course, they follow this account called JDog, and the @ is bald and gassy. Which I think people theorize this is the account behind Cat Turd. Like, this is the person behind Cat Turd's personal account. Regardless, following them is a bit weird. Bald, can't jump, a little gassy, escapee from the People's Republic of Boulder. The shade of my skin does not define me. Interesting. We got some more. The people who believe men can get pregnant. There's 1,267 genders, and cow farts are going to destroy planet Earth, are having meltdowns because they're worried about misinformation on new Twitter. Reminder, the first thing Joe Biden did in office was to destroy our energy independence, all to appease far-left loons who think cow farts are going to destroy our planet. The gas prices you're about to see are 100% the Democrat Party's fault. The people who say cow farts are going to destroy the planet Earth in 12 years are really worried about misinformation. Wait, isn't it literally Republicans who say cow farts are responsible for it? Like, I'm pretty sure it's a Republican thing. I'll not be lectured about science from a party who says that cow farts will destroy the planet Earth in 12 years ago. Democrats can literally tell their voters anything and they'll believe it. Imagine believing cow farts are going to destroy planet Earth. Why do Democrats never worry about the farts of the millions of herds of animals in the Serengeti? Because you don't eat them. That's why it's always cow farts. It's all about replacing cows with bugs and nasty plant-based food, so they can control the food, thus controlling you. Democrat politicians can tell their dumb, low IQ zombie voters anything and they'll believe it. Men can have babies. There's 4,000. We've gone up to 4,677 genders. Cow farts are going to destroy the earth, and on and on. They've hit the gullible dumbass jackpot. If you're wondering how Democrats can fool their voters over and over with ridiculously obvious lies, these are voters so dumb and gullible, they can be convinced okay, it's going up again. They can be convinced that men can have babies. There's 8,543 genders, and cow farts are going to destroy the planet Earth in 12 years. People will literally just follow accounts to hear the same thing that they believe regurgitated back to them over and over. How many times have we heard the same tweet repeated? According to AOC, only 9 more years until cow farts turn planet Earth into an inhabitable barren wasteland of hellfire. Reminder, the people telling you to stay masked forever are the exact same people telling you that cow farts are going to destroy planet Earth in 12 years. Reminder, only 10 years left according to AOC when cow farts destroy planet Earth. It makes sense that liberals are treating a virus with a 99.8% survival rate like it's the zombie apocalypse. It's the same people who believe cow farts are going to turn planet Earth into an inhabitable floating ball of black soot and hot lava in 12 years. God, dude. Jesus Christ, these people are they're robots, literal NPCs. It's like, you know when you go to an NPC in Dark Souls and you talk to them, and they're like, bearer, seek, lest, bearer, seek, lest, bearer, seek, lest, bearer, seek, lest. That's literally what this is. Bearer, seek, lest. Okay. This is not the end of it though, okay? We gotta have a talk about these goddamn gimmick accounts, all right? Because the people who operate them are quite literally brain dead, and they are just corralling brain dead followers to them, believing the most obvious propaganda is true or real. Let me give you guys an example, okay? This was posted by an account called Your Typical Local Man. The @ is Local Bateman with a picture of Patrick Bateman as the profile picture. I think you can imagine what this guy's politics are. And it should leave you absolutely pounding with dread to find out this has 18.8 thousand likes. It should go without saying, but what you're about to see was very clearly made by a conservative parodying the left. That is not the reaction of people online. People online are pretending like this is an actual, like, lefty journalist's blog that they've stumbled across, when it's possibly some of the most obvious satire you could possibly imagine. Let's just go ahead and watch it.
Morning routine as a journalist working in London. I wake up around 11 a.m. and start the day with some self-care and catch up on some reading. I'll then do a 20-minute yoga session before breakfast, which today is totally sustainable bug cereal and plant-based milk served with a generous pinch of fair trade sugar. Knowing that I'm not killing the planet makes it even more delicious. I'll then give my plants some breakfast as I think about what I'm going to write about that day. But not before the all-important soy latte. Caffeine. I usually start writing at 1 depending on my editor's demands, but I'm lucky to have the freedom to write about the real issues that matter to me. For lunch I'm having my favourite plant-based eggs and bacon, which tastes exactly like the real thing without destroying the planet. And yes, that is maple syrup. Heaven. After lunch it's time to burn some cows and take Trotsky for a walk, so that he isn't too tired when my girlfriend and her boyfriend get back from East London later tonight. Full morning routine as...
So, conservatives, including obviously the account who posted this, are actually pretending like this is some lefty, like, blogger who they've stumbled across, like, the blog of for, like, his morning routine. Now, I think it goes without saying that it's actually really funny that this dude is doing a video where he's making fun of the left, and yet he perfectly fits the archetype of a soy boy. Look at this fucking guy. He's making a video about how the left are soy boys and yada yada, but look at this fucking dude. He's literally throwing stones from the most glassy of houses. What I think is actually more interesting about this is, like, when you analyze it on a more fundamental level, this is meant to, like, all of these things are meant to be things that lefties do, supposedly, that are bad, worth making fun of, and are condemnable. Let's go ahead and analyze these things that the right thinks are bad, because that's what this video is. This is a what the right thinks is bad video. Let's go ahead and look.
Full morning routine as a journalist working in London. I wake up around 11 a.m. and start the day with some self-care and catch up on some reading.
So basically, this is the idea that, like, dudes engaging in self-care, like grooming, using lotion, reading in the morning or anything like that is, like, gay and not masculine. And so this is sort of like, look how feminine leftist men are. They use lotion and read in the morning.
I'll then do a 20-minute yoga session before breakfast.
Look how gay they are. They do yoga.
Breakfast, which today is totally sustainable bug cereal and plant-based milk served with a generous pinch of fair trade sugar.
So the bug thing, personally, I'm not eating bugs, okay? Like, I've heard, like, maybe, like, some spicy crickets or something sounds like something I might try. But, like, it's wild to me how much American right-wingers have turned the, like, eating bugs thing into, like, a lefty soy boy thing. Because eating bugs is, like, very common outside of America. Eating bugs is not a thing that was, like, invented by lefty soy boys on the internet. It's something that other cultures have done for a very long time to very positive effect, and scientists are now saying, holy shit, bugs are far more sustainable sources of proteins and other fatty acids that you get from meat than, you know, factory and farm raised animal products are. And so it is unironically just better for the world to open up to eating bugs more instead of, like, factory-raised animals. I blame Shu. She started this. I don't think Shu started it, but she actually absolutely plays into it, right? Like, you know, Shu on Head's... oh, wait, hold on. I think this is actually pretty funny now that we bring up Shu, because at least now we know that she's not... Or at least she's not pretending to be a lefty anymore. There was, like, some pedo. Some clearly pedo that, like, tweet... Look at this fucking pedo. Shu on Head is literally 31 years... Hold on, let's do it in, like, my most, like, fucking neckbeard sounding voice.
Shu on Head is literally 31 years old. How did she not hit the wall? She literally looks like a teenager. She is also really cute for a liberal.
And then Shu on Head's neo-Nazi boyfriend replies, with a very normal reply, she's not a lib, don't worry. I don't think her anti-pedo crusade went that well, guys. I don't think it went that well. Sean Head definitely plays into the whole, like, I don't care if it destroys the earth, I'm not eating bugs thing. And, like, if it really did come down to humanity has to adopt eating bugs or we're fucking doomed, then I guess we'd have to eat the bugs. I'd rather not die. I think I'd rather eat bugs than die if that was the situation. I will say, as much as I am opposed to myself having to eat the bugs, I did hear somebody who has tried it before, who's not like a lefty or anything. In fact, he is very much like an apolitical, like kind of he just kind of does he's not a political type. He doesn't go online and engage with politics. He doesn't even, I don't even know if he voted last election, honestly. But when I brought up like the whole bug thing, like he was like, why are people like so afraid of eating bugs? Like, why are there so many people freaking out about like eating insects? And I was like, huh, I'm not used to like someone who's a normie asking me why people would be freaking out about eating bugs. And I was like, well, basically, like, and he went on to explain, like, basically that bugs are more sustainable. I was like, yeah, basically the right just hates it because whatever destroys the earth and makes the left mad is what they're in favor of. That's like, cruelty is a virtue to them. So whatever is like the most cruel outcome or the most cruel line of action is what they think is the most morally correct one. And he was like, Jesus, conservatives are just evil, aren't they? And I was like, yeah, they really are. They are actually they are pretty much akin to zombies or orcs. They are not people.
Sugar. Knowing that I'm not killing the planet makes it even more delicious.
And then, of course, this is like, I will say this is the one bit of satire that I do like, and that's the smugness, right? Kind of making fun of how smug some lefties will be about, like, knowing that I'm not killing the planet makes it taste... I've actually seen that quote from, like, vegan bloggers before. That line is believable. That one's not too bad.
I'll then give my plants some breakfast as I think about what I'm going to write about them.
Guys having plants and caring for them and nurturing them is like gay and cringe, and then writing is gay and cringe for men to do. Remember, this isn't a video which is meant to morally judge behavior that they perceive are common among lefties, right?
But not before the all-important soy latte.
Soy. Okay, I will say, fuck soy, alright? For my 10,000 subscriber special, I promised my chat that I would try soy milk for the very first time. And I drank a cup of it on stream, and I literally had to end stream 30 minutes later to go shit my brains out. And I'm never drinking it again. Holy fucking shit. I think I just have too much testosterone in my body. It was just like, get the shit. I shouldn't scream that loud. My window is open. My neighbors could probably hear me scream like that. That's not a good idea.
Caffeine. I usually start writing at 1 depending on my editor's demands, but I'm lucky to have the freedom to write about the real issues that matter to me. For lunch, I'm having my favourite plant-based eggs and bacon.
There was like a little meme in there. Like most of this is really just like making fun of the idea of leftist men being like sensitive or caring about the environment. Remember, guys, the moral of any conservative message is that being cruel to the left is morally good, always. Cruelty towards the left and cruelty towards minorities the left would like to advocate for is objectively a morally good thing to do from the conservatives' perspective, right? And so doing the opposite of that is a bad thing, right? And then of course we've got this amazing gimmick account called Bitches Wilding. It's just a link to this one video. Just this one video. It's 12 seconds long. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's just this 12-second clip from the account called Bitches Wildin'.
In the balls. You back up. You back up. You back up. Throw that at me, you're gonna...
So, if you saw this pop up in your recommended, you'd probably say, oh shit, guy got attacked by a lady, and then he pepper sprayed her and ran off. Maybe that's a bit of a pussy move, but I mean, she hit him first at least, right? Basically, the way that this is edited, the way that it's presented, most people would come out of this saying the guy probably didn't do anything wrong. Most people. Here's the thing. This is a conservative gimmick account, so you don't have to scroll very far beneath the in the replies to find the hidden replies where people have linked the actual full video. Remember, conservatives are terminal liars. Let's go ahead and watch the full video with the actual context that the gimmick account wanted to make sure to leave out, because remember, the moral is the left and minorities the left advocates for are bad, and doing bad things to them is a moral good thing if you're a conservative. So let's go ahead and watch the context they cut out.
Can I hook up with you? What kind of vagina do you have? Is it an innie or an outie? Does it have beef curtains?
I'm gonna call the cops if you don't.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're annoying, dude.
Why are you calling me?
Because I want to fuck.
Where to?
My fat ass cock is ready to get hard for
The
you.
cops are coming right
Why would you call the cops on me, bro? I'm just speaking.
That doesn't matter.
Fuck you, you little bitch, you little void. Oh, you little. Whoa, what's wrong with you? Chill out, chill out, chill out. Hey,
Back the fuck up.
chill out,
Back the fuck up.
chill out,
Back the fuck up.
chill out. You just kicked me in the balls. You back up. You back up.
Back the fuck up.
You back up. Throw that at me, you're gonna.
So that's the actual full video. He was sexually harassing that woman, then assaulted her, and then they fought back, and then he pepper sprayed her and ran off. Now, this guy is a known incel. He had like a bit of an online presence, and he is currently serving jail time, I believe. But yeah, he was an incel, obviously. And so other incels, of course, flocked to the edited version of the video and dropped it 13.2 thousand likes. And of course, the actual full video with context only has 5,000 likes. Let's see what the replies look like to this. Most of the replies are at least pretty reasonable. Not too many incels getting mad at context being leaked. Thank God. Ugh. These gimmick accounts really are getting out of pocket. They're going too far. They're out of hand. Someone's got to do something about these gimmick accounts. We got the fart fetishist, anti-vaxxers. We got the ones actually spreading unironic black propaganda. For those that don't know what black propaganda is, it's basically propaganda made to look like it's content made by those it's criticizing, which is the second video we watched, where it's like, oh, look, I found this lefty blogger's video, and it's a conservative doing satire of the left and being passed off as it being legitimate. So there's obviously that. And then, of course, we've got falsely edited videos making out literal sexual assaulters to make them look like the victim, getting massive amounts of support. Satire, yeah. I mean, we're really stretching the definition of satire there. We're talking political propaganda, really. But yeah, Twitter's a fucking hellscape. And at this point, if you're at all politically active and on Twitter, chances are accounts like this and posts like this are pretty much half of what you're seeing. Hell, the other night, I literally had a gimmick account Twitter recommend me a gimmick account, which had posted a video of a guy murdering his ex-wife who was having sex with her new boyfriend. Like, this was months after, the divorce, too. Making it out saying this is what women get for cheating. Cheating's expensive nowadays, and it's a video of a guy murdering his ex-wife, stabbing her to death. We managed to get that taken down, but that is what we're at. Zan, I didn't post it. I quote tweeted it, calling it out and asking for people to report it, and then it got taken down because we reported it. People got mad that there wasn't a trigger warning, but to be fair, I literally started out with video of woman being murdered. So I mean, that said, Twitter just absolutely fucking degrading. I don't know what else to say about it. There really isn't anything else to add to this. It is just massive accounts. Basically, Twitter has no more misinformation guidelines now. You are allowed to spread misinfo on Twitter, and other than maybe getting fact-checked by Twitter, if the tweet gets enough traction that fact-checkers can, get time for it. Elon's tweets are getting fact-checked at least, but those ones aren't. And spreading misinfo, even about stuff like this, even about medical stuff, is now completely allowed on Twitter, and that is exactly what the right needs. A platform where misinformation can spread unabated, that is what the right has needed for a very long time. So as long as we're going to see if Twitter either collapses or ends up sticking around for a while and being the platform that allows conservatism and Nazism to thrive online in the mainstream for a long time. Because Elon Musk has a lot of money. If he just wants to keep Twitter up as a personal investment of his that he's fine never making money back on, then he probably can. If he just wants it to be like an ego-stroking political propaganda machine. Whatever it may be, I really appreciate all of you watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribe, ring the bell icon, comment down below. All these things really help out my channel and also make it so that YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload a new video or put out any new content. And of course, make sure to follow my social medias linked down below in the description. And if you want to support me directly, financially, you can always do so by donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, clicking one of the 2 buttons up there, or supporting me on YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or through Patreon. With all that said, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.